Welcome back to, man, I really hate these oil containers. Okay, so I hate these oil containers, not because they splash oil everywhere when you use them, but mainly because they're so dang cheap, but they're actually expensive. This thing leaks oil from this cap if you don't have it on right. This thing never actually stays no matter how hard you push it down. This cap is fine because it's got an O-ring. And so what I thought we'd do is go through and maybe try to fix this and hopefully not break it. Now, I did fix one thing already, and that is this cap. And what I did here is I went to Harbor Freight and I got a gasket kit, an O-ring kit. And I just stuffed an O-ring in the cap, and that has made a world of difference. Not only can you get this tighter, like you can really crank on it now, but it can sit like this for weeks and it will not leak. The problem is though now is this piece, and how do you fix that? You have to, like, it doesn't, no matter how much time you clip it, the moment you touch it, it pops open, and that sucks. I don't like that. If you throw this in the back of your truck or the back of your car, that is going to absolutely spew oil everywhere, especially if you have a black dirty diesel. Here's my idea, and I might break this thing doing this, but here's my idea. These guys right here are actually meant for fuel cans. It's Magic Gas Can Vent Camp. I've done a video on them before. They work really well for gas cans, really well. The idea is you drill a hole, you pop this in, and when you do that, this gives you a way to basically have a vent in any fuel container. It works really well. I put them in all my fuel containers actually for my chainsaws, and I stuffed one in a Rotopax that's still there. That's working great to fix the stupid Rotopack chug issue. What I thought we would do is maybe we can give this a shot and try to stick it in that hole. Now the issue is going to be is I don't know what size that hole actually is. So I'm going to have to pry that out, and we're just kind of guess on what it does, and hopefully there's enough squish here to make up the difference if it doesn't fit that hole. So let's see if we can pop that out. I think once I go to pry this out, it's just going to be completely torn up, and that is a pretty big hole actually. I don't know, but that is quite big. I don't think this is going to work, guys, like at all. Maybe it'll work. Guess if I can put I can't do anything. I can try to seal that hole up maybe. Okay, all right, hold on, I've got an idea. Okay, we are gonna do this, but we're gonna do it a little differently, and we're gonna clean this thing up. I'll show you. I just had this idea. Okay, hold up. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make our own hole for this actually. And we're just going to seal this one shut completely. So what we need to do is clean this up really good. And we're just going to use some gasket maker here, some RTV. And we're just going to RTV this thing shut so that it can't come undone. Okay, that part's pretty good. That part's kind of as good as it's going to get. Okay. So we're going to take some right stuff here. If I can get that open. See, do I need to poke you? No, we got a hole. Okay. And we're just going to, first off, we're going to go around this hole. Then I'm going to plug this hole up completely here, and just to make sure we get this right. I don't think that's going to leak. What do you think? Think we're going to be good. Okay. All right. It went everywhere like I thought it was going to, and definitely made a seal. Now, the question is that gonna stay down long enough for it to cure? What do they say? The bigger the glob, the better the job. That's how this is working out right now. That looks good to me. Let's throw this on there. Now, did I keep the bit in here? No. So, because I didn't keep the bit in, it does come with the appropriate bit that you need. I actually think it's this one. Let's see. I think it is that one, but we can also just use a nice step bit. Step bit will be perfect. It'll be nice and clean. So don't have to have their special bit, but it is nice because it gives you the right size. We just got to make sure we don't go too big too quick. I think right about here. Oh, maybe not as thin as I thought. Now that I have that started, I'm kind of not liking where this is going because it's kind of getting it's leaving a lip in there. So maybe actually, look at that. I actually don't even need to there you go. That's the trick. Okay, so if you're gonna drill thin plastic, and our stupid cap came undone, I'm gonna have to put a weight on that. So you're going to drill thin plastic, go ahead, hit it with the step bit, and then finish it off with that by hand without getting rid of all the unnecessary. So let me poke this in here. Make sure I can get that little gasket down in there. Now what you do is it comes with these two little wrenches. Basically what you're going to do is you're just going to tighten this up. And initially, you can kind of hold it with your fingers to get it tightened up. But then you're going to have to hold this piece. And I usually just use a screwdriver, but I have them on hand, so it works just fine. And this is it. Okay, that's pretty good. This is actually quite fantastic because this is a nice vent that's not gonna leak. Now when I take my oil to the dump, I don't have to get it inside my cars. It's gonna be messy. I can just use that, and so you get a nice knurled, sealed actually, because it doesn't just use the threads to seal. There's gasket in there. So use a nice metal dealio here that's easy to put on and off. You don't have to worry about the clip failing like on that. But now with this, we have to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shove it down, put a glove on, I guess. I'm just going to shove it down, and then I'm going to find something heavy to put on top of it, since that's not going to stay like that. So now I need something heavy. How can I just use this? Would that be heavy enough? That should be heavy enough. It's already gonna come undone. So can I just put that there and then just, there we go. Okay, we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll come back and check out our handiwork. All right, I ended up just letting this dry overnight. Kind of forgot about it, so I didn't mess with it. Let's see. Yeah, that's all set up, and that's definitely not coming up. So that should be all sealed and all good. And yeah, now we have a pretty nicely sealed unit. This has like 4 gallons of oil in it. So, I mean, you would never do this with a normal pan or that normal vent, because if you did, I would have just spilled it all over myself. That shows you how trusting I am of these 3 things and this one. Anyway, that's how you fix it. If you have any questions, hit the comments below. I'll throw a link to that thing. And if you have any more ideas on how to make this better, let me know. But I think that's the key. So, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. And hope to see you in the next one. I gotta clean my hands off. I'll just go straight for a wash.